Around October of 2025, I made a community post that was asking for questions for me to make a Q&A video out of it. But I really underestimated the amount of exams that my school would give me at that time. So, well, I just didn't do it. But I have 2 weeks of holiday now. And so that I definitely have something to do, I'm going to just make the Q&A video with new questions that whatever. Let's get into it. Trong tất cả dự án mà Amy đã làm thì dự án nào đã làm cho Amy có ấn tượng và cảm xúc nhất?
Dự án mà đã làm cho mình ấn tượng với cảm xúc nhất thì chắc là cái album Self-Centered Altruism của mình mà hình như mình release từ hồi 14 tháng 8 hay sao ấy. Thì tại vì trong quá trình làm cái album đấy thì mình cũng trải qua kiểu khá là nhiều thay đổi trong cuộc sống mình ấy. Với cả đến bây giờ thì mình vẫn còn khá là nhiều kỷ niệm về hồi mình còn đang làm nó.
What are your favorite video games? So I think if I have to pick a favorite, it would probably be Osu because it's really special to me. I found my music style through playing the game, and also I met a lot of good friends there. But I also really like Minecraft because I have a lot of memories with my friends playing on there. So yeah, if I had to pick a favorite, that is. But occasionally I just dip my toes into a lot of different game and genres, and I find myself to enjoy pretty much all of them except for first-person shooters. Will there be competitions in the Amy community? Well, really hard to say because I myself don't really like competitions. However, I really want to make a space where people could kind of do stuff with music and art, but to make it something as a competition with prizes and stuff is not something that is preferable to me, so I'd say probably not.
Cho mình hỏi bạn học FL Studio từ ai thế? Mình cũng muốn học để làm nhạc hay hơn, chứ hiện giờ mình làm nhạc nghe chán quá.
Thực ra FL Studio thì kiểu mình hoàn toàn tự học và tất nhiên là sẽ có khá là nhiều kiểu tutorial về cách sử dụng cái phần mềm này trên YouTube, nhưng mà quan điểm của mình thì mình thấy mấy cái video đấy nó khá là lỏng ngoằng. Mình nghĩ là cái cách tốt nhất để học vẫn luôn luôn là quan sát người khác làm nhạc với cả kiểu làm mấy bài remake ấy. Nhưng mà nói tóm lại thì mình không có ai để dạy mình cả.
Will you be open to doing more collabs with people this year? Yeah, absolutely. I would really want to kind of collaborate with more people, more artists, maybe feature a few others, but unfortunately collaboration requires a lot of communication skills, and that's something that I'm really bad at. So yeah, I do want to do more collabs, but unfortunately there's also that barrier that I will try to kind of fix in the coming year.
Why did you delete Pigment? Okay, so this goes for pretty much every other song in my Elitism album. Well, basically, I felt it's up to a standard that I don't really regard as myself anymore. And mostly because of basically just one night when I felt really terrible about everything, I just decided that I'm going to delete every single thing on my Spotify. So short answer is basically I felt the quality of it was not what I want to associate with myself anymore. Long answer is a long answer that I probably won't get into. However, the entire Elitism album, the Google Drive, is available on one of my Instagram story highlights. So if you're still interested in that, yes, you could go check it out. Zutomayo cover in the future? Maybe, yeah. I like Zutomayo. I like the bass lines, of course. Cover, well, the only instrument I know how to play well is the violin, so remix, probably. Yeah, I'll probably do a remix.
Do you have any tips to get better at music? And do you have any recommendations for plugins that I could use?
To get better at music, I'd say do remixes to get the gist of the program that you're using, as well as some production techniques, and listen to a lot of music. I'm talking multi-genre, anything you could find. Have an open mind about music, basically, so that you could understand patterns that occur in studio recordings, or basically the artist or the genre that you like. And recommendation for plugins, download OTT, definitely. I am a big OTT glazer, And also Vital, because I think Vital is a very nice synth and it's also free as well. What is your best academic achievement? Did you start drawing less when you got into making music? I guess no, because around the time that I got like into FL Studio and all of that, I still drew like really consistently. Like I did both of them simultaneously and I still like drew a lot. I mean, if I ever like had a bit of a pause on drawing, it would be mostly because of my studies and my academic life. Do you sleep? How to fix sleep? Wow, hard question. Of course I sleep. I'm a human being. But how to fix sleep? I'd say don't just regulate your like caffeine intake before bed, I guess, which is something I need to work on as well. What are your thoughts on a Pizza Tower soundtrack? Well, from what I've heard, I like it. I mean, as with most indie game soundtracks, it has like that kind of, charm to it that I really like. And who is your favorite Project Sekai character? If it isn't obvious, it's Emu. I think in the past it was obvious, but like nowadays I stray like further away from the media, but like I still really like Emu. My desktop wallpaper is Emu. Literally everything I have is related to her. Will you be my Valentine? I don't know who this is, so I don't know how to answer it. Recommend a piano YouTuber to learn from? To be honest, I don't really like play piano as much, so I don't really know any good piano like YouTubers, to be honest. Fan meeting, please. Well, when I get more confident about like my visual appearance, I guess, and also a lot of like people who are listening to my music come from all different kinds of places, so it would be pretty difficult to like have a fan meeting. But maybe when I kind of like grow in my audience, maybe then I'll think about it. What is your Gmail password? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. How to rob a bank? Well, just break in and like not get caught. What's the secret to being so good at everything? Well, I'm not good at everything, so I don't know how I could answer this, but I guess I am good at like a lot of things, but basically you just gotta put a lot of time into them, which means that you will have to sacrifice a little bit of like other things, such as for me it's health and sleep, but for you it might be something else. Another thing I'd like to add is that like if you're good at a certain skill in a certain area, then it will correlate to another skill in that area, and from then on the learning curve for that thing you want to learn will be less steeper. Vanilla collab one. Oh hi. I mean I'm open, so yeah. Em có định collab với những nghệ sĩ khác trong tương lai không? Định thì em không thể nào nói cho chắc được, nhưng mà nếu mà hỏi là em có muốn collab với những nghệ sĩ khác trong tương lai không thì em sẽ nói có. Can you grow your hair back and become the real Amelace? I'm waiting, okay? Like, I really hope that my hair grows back in like May or something, like pretty much before my birthday or something, I guess. That would be the best birthday gift ever, to have my old hair back, Please tell me how to make cool songs like you, where to learn, plugins, everything else. I mean, where to learn? You learn from yourself, you learn from the music that you listen to, that's what I say. Plugins, just OTT the entire thing, and Soothe too is really nice as well. Zenology and Serum, those are the main plugins that I use. If you play piano, do you have advice for a beginner pianist like me? I'd say I myself is a beginner pianist, even though I've been playing for like a ridiculous amount of time. I don't say that I play piano, it's more like I can press the keys in a way that makes music, so I don't think I'm the right person to be asking for advice, low-key. Do people around you, like friends and family, teachers, etc., know about your music and your YouTube channel? If yes, how do they feel about it and how do you live with it? Any memorable anecdotes about this, like funny reactions? I guess, yeah, they all kind of know that I make music and I have a YouTube channel with the amount of subscribers that I have right now. Sometimes, well, in my music club especially, like when I'm unable to do something, like if I have to use transposition for playing piano, then I guess sometimes it would be joked like I make music but I don't know how to play piano properly or something like that. Or maybe like jokes about the fact that I literally don't have any piece of gear or equipment to make music, yet I have a following of this big, I guess. First of all, how do you feel? I hope exams in school and all aren't eating you alive too much and you can get some time for yourself. I wanted to ask if you feel like music theory is worth learning for producing, and if yes, how or what do you recommend to learn? Also, what do you think about your community? And how do you feel about having one or this one in particular? Lastly, can we get old songs? Well, for one, thank you very much. Exams in school are eating me alive a lot, but I mean, it's really like okay-ish for me, to be honest. Music theory is something that I think people should learn. However, if I'm gonna be honest, it's not the most important thing in regards to like music production. And old songs, to be honest, I'm thinking of like maybe making a remaster of them and only then putting it on streaming platforms, because I kind of like regard my Spotify as like a place where I do my best. So I think that most of them I will upload in the near future, but it depends basically. Did you survive from depression? I mean, do I regard myself as someone who has been through depression? I would not say so, I guess, but I'm still alive, so maybe. Are we ever going to get back the songs removed with the Elitism album? What was the reason to remove the songs in the first place? Some of the songs did receive a preview of a remake or were released only on YouTube. Well, I mean, I'm going to try to remake as many of my songs from like that album as possible. However, like the reason why I deleted them in the first place was just because like I felt like they were extremely low of quality, so I just didn't want to keep them up. Can you go to sleep before 2 a.m.? Depends. Do you like peanut butter and jelly with strawberry jelly or grape jelly? I say it's strawberry jelly. I like strawberry jelly a lot. Hop on League of Legends, low bro. In like 10 years, okay. Hi, I am just going to ask some questions. Why did you start getting into music? Are you going to post more merch if this sale goes well? Face reveal when? Are you going to post remixes for your old songs like Pigment? The reason why I started getting into music was because when I was in 7th grade, I listened to a lot of like Japanese artists, and from then I low-key got really inspired by kind of like their backstories. For example, back then I was really into Eve and hearing how he got started as like just a teenager in a band, and that happened to be like my exact circumstance as well. I felt as if like maybe me myself I could probably make music too, and I mean I started with literally like Soundtrap on my web browser. I made like nothing from it, but eventually I discovered like more Japanese bands that I liked and more artists, and from then on I started like trying to remix their music because like I loved them so much. And yeah, I kind of like learned how to use my DAW from there, and I make music now. And definitely I'm going to post more merch if the sale goes well. Like it's literally like in my plans. Like I don't think the YouTube community knows that I've been selling merch, to be honest, because I try to like keep it something between my Discord and my Instagram before like I officially launch it. But definitely I'll do a face reveal probably like in a long time, because I'm low-key like still really insecure about like my visual features. And definitely I'm going to post remixes when I make them, but it also depends on like the time that I have. Hi, I'm just someone who have just began making music thanks to you. So do you have any tips or reminders to beginners and amateurs about it? I'd say, like I've said before, remixing songs that you like is a very good way to get started, not with only your DAW, but also with, I'd say, music theory also, because you kind of like work a lot with chords and melodies that have already been made by others, and like from then on you get like the gist of it, you kind of like see a sort of pattern, and it will be easier from then to like make this your own stuff. Like you might make things that are heavily inspired, and eventually you'll find your sound from there. When are you going to add your music to Newgrounds? Fun fact, I already have a Newgrounds account. I tried to upload my Don't Deserve song on there, but I don't know if it's up yet. But yeah, I actually do have a Newgrounds account, and I'll probably upload stuff in the near future. So yeah. Besides producing music and covering remixing songs, do you have other activities that you like? Well, if it isn't obvious enough, I like drawing. But I mean, I have like a lot of activities. Like I do pretty much everything, I guess. I draw, occasionally I write, and definitely photography. Like in my personal Instagram account, I upload a lot of like images I take. I'm learning how to color grade basically, so yeah, those are my other hobbies. What was your inspiration to start music, and what is the inspiration to keep continuing? What do you plan for the future in general? Is it intentional that some songs give the listeners the opposite feeling than it is written on the title? And wanna be friends? Just kidding. I think I already mentioned my inspiration to start music in a previous question. But inspiration to keep continuing would definitely be my friends, not just basically like online friends and my fans on YouTube, but also a lot of my IRL friends as well, especially the people in my music club. What I plan for the future in general, I guess more music, definitely more albums, and possibly an EP. Like as I'm like making this video, I'm working on an album myself. It is I would not say that it's intentional that some songs give people like the opposite feeling, because the titles that I write, it's what I want to convey through my music. And like some people might say that the title is like extremely sad while the music sounds extremely happy. I'd say that is like completely unintentional, because I try to make the titles like exactly what I'm feeling right now. So yeah. Would you like to maybe collab with Azali one day? Definitely. I love Azali, and possibly like one of my inspirations when I started getting into FL Studio. So yeah. What's the relationship between you and Anumi? Are you the same person? No, we're not the same person. It's just like a silly little character that I originally made as my logo. Then I gave it a name. Then I kind of like made it my alter ego. But yeah, not the same person, but you could say that it's a personality of mine, I guess. I ate the question. You are next. Yes, I would love to be next. Are you considering exploring into different styles of music, or will you continue making your current style? I love your music, by the way. Thank you. Definitely, I will explore different styles of music. It's not even a probably, like, I will. But my current style, I guess, like, it's really fun to make, so it's not going to vanish, definitely. I'll go back to it every once in a while, but I do and I will explore different styles of music in the near future. What are your thoughts on your community? Gratitude, if I had to sum it up in one word. Like, literally, the word thank you is not enough to kind of like give to my community, you know? And I'd say that most of my community, people are really wholesome. People like cheer each other up on each other's journey, and ever since I opened like my Discord server, seeing people just lift each other up, genuinely like it puts a smile on my face. And I hope that we all continue to be extremely supportive of each other, extremely like happy and cheer each other on. Any plans for MVs for your songs? Right now, I'm really short on free time, so I guess not yet, but soon. just hear me out, okay? But soon. Do you have plans or open to doing content besides music? Well, I really want to do vlogs, like really want to do vlogs. Maybe one day if I have like the content or I have like the opportunity to like make a vlog on something, yeah, I would definitely make one. I am also like debating on gaming content, but like I never play games, like pretty much never, but I think it would be really fun. Do you like to read any books? If so, do you have any favorite book series or standalone novel? I'm going to admit one thing is that lately I haven't been reading a lot of books, but in like all of the books that I have read, I think that I still really like Fahrenheit 451 and a lot of like Vietnamese classics, Vietnamese literature as well. Other than music and art, what is your favorite subject at school and why? Favorite subject, I guess it's really hard to like pinpoint one. I actually have two favorite subjects that kind of clash with each other. Definitely biology. I really like biology, and this subject is like really rare in schools in my country. But I also really love sociology. Like I genuinely suck at the subject, but I love the subject a lot. For one, I think biology is like basically, I used to be a huge nerd about like human anatomy and like living beings, especially birds. Like when I was little, I wanted to be an ornithologist. No, I think it was like I wanted to be a doctor and then an ornithologist. Like it was like all over the place. Nowadays, like my career is not as, glamorous as that, but basically I just really like learning about living things, and like my love for learning about things that are living carries on to sociology as well, because I think it's also really interesting to like study about like how we behave in a society. So basically, short answer, I like it because I find it really interesting. What is gonna be your goals in the future and why, and what would you do if you got turned into a tree? My goals for the future, I guess it's really hard to like tell what I want to do in the future. Like academic point of view, I don't want to say anything about my academic point of view because it changes like literally every single year. But for music, more albums, maybe I guess do a live show. I really want to do a live show one day, like maybe live performance, like playing my instrument, or possibly even DJing. Like I really want to try doing DJ stuff for once in my life. If I ever got turned into a tree, the first thing I would do is, it depends on the species of tree that I'd be turned into. Like for example, if I got turned into like a huge tree, I just stand there, like it would be nice to kind of like hang a swing onto one of my branches and like let little kids kind of like play on it, or maybe like like those couples who sit on swings like in a romantic way. And that's my first thought. But I could also be turned into a little sapling as well. If I got turned into a little sapling, I don't know what I would do. People would probably like trample onto me before I could like probably like photosynthesize or something. Are you still gonna do music after you become a grown-up? Definitely. As long as I'm alive, I'm going to do something related to music. My philosophy is that once you're like really into the art of it, like once you're really into music, you literally like cannot quit. Like even if you say you're going to quit music in like 1 month or 2 months, it's not going to happen, because I experienced it myself. Like I don't know how many times I've posted that I'm going to quit music after like an album or maybe a cover, because like I fear that my life was gonna get in the way. And even when school went really far into my way, I still end up doing music. It's just not as consistent, but I'm still gonna do it. So yeah. Is the final version of Lỡ coming soon? You'll see. Cậu bắt đầu làm nhạc từ khi nào vậy? Và động lực để cậu tiếp tục là gì?
Bài đầu tiên mình sáng tác là hồi cuối năm lớp 7, nhưng mà tớ mới chính thức bắt đầu làm nhạc từ kiểu cuối năm lớp 8. Mình có khá là nhiều động lực để mà kiểu làm nhạc tiếp ấy. Nhưng mà tớ nghĩ là cái mà kiểu lớn nhất đối với tớ đó chính là khi mà tớ release một cái album mới hoặc là một cái bài mới, và tớ đọc comment và tớ thấy những cái người mà kiểu gọi là cảm thấy như là cái bài nhạc của mình nó đã nói lên điều gì đó hộ họ. Tớ nghĩ một động lực mà cũng kiểu lớn ngang cái đấy là những cái cảm xúc của tớ luôn. Tại vì làm nhạc với cả làm nghệ thuật nói chung thì cũng là một cái cách để mà tớ có thể kiểu giải tỏa cảm xúc của tớ luôn ấy.
What are your favorite songs? Do you have a playlist we can all look at? I do have a playlist actually. I'll probably like link it in the description if I don't forget after this video. But my favorite songs, I don't really have a favorite song because my music taste is like all over the place. But lately I've been listening to, I guess, a lot of Complextro, so I guess I can give you that. Have you ever written lyrics to a song and then cringed out? Yes, I'll put them up on the screen right now. And when will I go to college? I'm grade 10 right now, so if things go in a linear way, probably in 2 years. But if I end up going studying abroad and stuff, maybe that number is going to change. How do you come up with the sound palettes for your songs? I'm still absolutely enamored by the lead synth in Why Do You Still Fight Anyway? Sound palettes for my songs. I used to use serum presets, but nowadays it's basically just basic shapes with a lot of like tweaking to it. Actually, not even a lot. Like, for example, saw wave, up the unison, there you have it, a chord preset for like serum, I guess. And like basically leads are just basic shapes with a lot of like portamento added onto it. Hell, like the lead synth in Why Do You Still Fight Anyway, if I recall correctly, it's literally a square wave with delay and OTT and portamento. Like that's literally it. I poured milk into my shrimp soup yesterday as of writing this question because it was too spicy. What are your thoughts on my actions? Is it a food crime, or do you consider it to be reasonable and a completely sensible thing to do? It is a completely sensible thing to do. Why, you may ask? Because I did the same thing as well. iPhone or Android? I myself use an iPhone, but I used to use an Android, and I'd say something is like Android is easier to use in the sense that like downloading stuff and all of that, but I low-key prefer using an iPhone for the design element alone actually. What was your favorite song you made was probably asked. So how about what's your least favorite song that you made? I love this question. Okay, like actually I have like a lot of songs that I regard to be poor in quality. Probably like one of the songs that I just dumped into like my elitism album and like I deleted it afterwards. But genuinely I have to think about this because I've made some terrible stuff in the past. Okay, to make it fair, I'm not going to mention any of the songs in my elitism album because that would low-key be cheating because I deleted them for a reason. But I'd say shockingly enough, out of like all of my quote-unquote modern songs, I do not like the Second Chances one for one reason only. Like I genuinely love the song, like everything I've done about the song except for that second drop. Like one of my top 10 regrets in life is making that second drop because the chords are genuinely like so jarring to me, and it hurts even more because the rest of the song is like something I'm genuinely proud of. Only for that middle section to like give me the most like ear-hurting chords and also like the harsh synth sound. Like it would be okay if the chords were better. I just thought that like it was like really weird to put it there. So this is probably like my least favorite because of the potential it had and how I just basically threw it in the trash. But I mean, this is not like my call for you to hate the song as well, because I mean, I still really like the other parts. It's just the middle part that kind of ruins it for me. Don't you ever think about how different life would be if we had free hands? Well, as a certified multitasker, I can assure you that I do think about how life would be different if we had more than two hands on a daily basis, actually.
Hello, I really love your art and music, obviously, and I was wondering what your thought process was behind the dream versus reality Amy versions. I'm quite curious about the dream version and why you're occasionally depicted with one eye covered. It's all really creative, and I can't help but feel like there's a lot of intended symbolism there. Similarly, I also thought I might invite you to share any more specific examples of potential symbolism in your art. Thank you very much. I mean, I do put like a lot of symbolism into the stuff I draw, mostly because like it's a way for me to like express my emotions in a way that's like extremely ambiguous. The difference between the dream self and like my reality self, if it wasn't obvious in self-centered altruism with like set list and all of that, is like my dream self is like this version of me that kind of like wants to be a child, and the reality version is like me in real life. Like sometimes I occasionally want to kind of like live some sort of like childhood life. Now, I don't think I'm in like any position to say that I had to grow up quickly because I'm still unsure about that, but sometimes I do wish that I could be more carefree regarding my life. So I kind of like made that dream self of mine, and it all really started from a dream I had one time about like what if I was able to like live in my own world. I'd be able to own my own dream studio, and I would be able to make music all day and not have to worry about any other responsibilities that I had in the real world right now. So yeah, that's like basically the thought process behind creating that persona of mine. Sometimes I depict myself with one eye, basically just like how like my thought process or like my mind would be really like cloudy and unclear at times, I guess. And sometimes I depict my eye covered because I feel like it, or I just don't know how to draw the second eye. I mean, the symbolism that I had with the flower giving and aphasogoraphobia, I actually made up a whole story about that. And once again, it's about my past self and me, because like it's basically a way for me to like say rest in peace to like the like 7th grade version of me that had like a ton of like issues or something, I guess. But long story short, symbolism in my art, it kind of like relates to basically childhood self and grown-up self, and a lot of like depictions about like kind of like naiveness and stuff like that. When we getting the Amy Chord concert, when I have time to even VC. Is there any lore for Dream Amy, anime, etc.? Well, Dream Amy, like I've said, basically a persona of mine who lives in a world where I would say would be like my ideal world, like my utopia. Anime is basically the alter ego of that personality, I guess. I can solve a 5x5 Rubik's Cube blindfolded, one-handed in 13:35:58. Can you solve a standard 2x2 Rubik's Cube blindfolded? Well, I can tell that you've solved a 5x5 Rubik's Cube in that time, if it's that specific. But yeah, I can actually solve a standard 2x2 Rubik's Cube blindfolded as in if I can like take the pieces out and have someone to tell me which color I'm holding on to, so that I can like put them back together in its original position. Yeah. Can you drum like C? Oh, drumming like C, imagining like those like extremely fast like drum patterns. Well, if I make a song in a BPM that's like anywhere close to the stuff that C makes, maybe. The pi number is my favorite number. Do you have a favorite number? My favorite number is 7. Do you have a gaming chair? If so, what brand is it? I actually do not have a gaming chair. Like the chair I use is literally an office chair that has been here for like 5 or 6 years. What's the weather like over there? By the time I'm recording this, it's clear. There's nothing going on outside. What's 9 plus 10? 21. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles, because I've eaten too many pancakes in my life. Can you try Nature Valley granola bars? If they even sell any here. I think so, maybe. Can you give me a sock puppet for Christmas? It's not Christmas anymore, so
I can give you a sock puppet. Probably not for Christmas though. How long does it take to make your art? For me, I set aside a lot of free time and then I procrastinate trying to draw a line on a piece of paper. I mean, on average, I think it takes around 3 hours for me to finish a piece of art, including like coloring and rendering and all of that. I mean, for me, I don't set aside free time to do the stuff I do. I kind of like do it the moment I get inspiration because in my perspective, that's how you make great art. Do you learn music theory? I mean, I guess because I play an instrument, so I kind of like learn music theory along the way. How did you know that you wanted to make music? I knew that I wanted to make music when I started having fun, you know? I mean, I think it all started with like a lo-fi remix on one of my favorite songs, and from then on I was like, oh, so making music is not as difficult as I imagined. So I could just make like more remixes of songs, and after I made enough, I was like, damn, I kind of want to make something original for once. And then from then on, it's just like a smooth curve. Like I like making music, so I wanted to make music. Favorite song? Oh, hard to tell. Like I said, it changes. But I always kept That's Why I Gave Up on Music by Yorishika close to my heart. How do you convince your parents to buy plugins? I actually don't. The plugins that I own now are basically, what do I say? Like, my money that I've made from like accumulated revenue from the past 2 years or something. Yeah. What's your favorite key in music? C sharp major. Why are you so awesome? I mean, how did you feel when your song I made instead of revising for a math exam and the essay song blew up? It was really fun, you know. The first month of me blowing up was genuinely like the best time I had of my life. Like, I don't know, I was like end of 8th grade. What did I have to do? Like, I had to like perform shows or whatever, like extremely chill stuff, while I was also like being successful on YouTube. So like I genuinely felt like ecstasy or something. Yeah, I think I felt like a lot of excitement because I mean, YouTube alone, this was my 5th attempt of like trying to do YouTube in general. I used to post a lot of animation stuff on my YouTube channel and like they all failed. So yeah, so I felt like, damn, is it really working out this time? Like, did I finally do it? Yeah, that was my reaction. What happened to your music video Am I Visible in Your Eyes? I unlisted it, or I think privated. Yeah, I privated it because like I didn't like it. Thank you for thinking that it was a great song. A remake is in the works, by the way, but I privated it because like I genuinely did not like it. Your way of MC makes you happy. All this worth it. I don't know what you're like specifically talking about, but I say if I'm happy, then it's worth it, and I am happy. So, với kinh nghiệm làm nhạc của mình trong những năm qua, bạn có bất kỳ lời khuyên gì đối với ai mới bắt đầu học làm nhạc không ạ?
Nãy mình có nói là một cách khá là tốt để mà học đó chính là để mình làm remix, để mà kiểu mình làm quen với thao tác cơ bản của cái DAW của mình ấy. Nhưng mà gọi là tip làm nhạc nói chung đi, thì mình luôn luôn nên bắt đầu nó kiểu cơ bản trước đã, xong rồi từ đấy mình mới bắt đầu kiểu dần dần làm những thứ phức tạp hơn. Hồi xưa trung bình một bài nhạc của mình thì cũng chỉ mất đến độ 8 track. Dạo gần đây thì trung bình một bài nhạc của mình sẽ mất kiểu hơn 30 track ấy. Với cả cũng giống với những bộ môn nghệ thuật khác, việc mình luyện tập thường xuyên cũng là một điều rất là quan trọng.
When did you get into music composition and why did you get into music composition? I think I did say why in like a previous question, but when is probably like end of grade 7. Do you have a boyfriend? No, I do not. What is your favorite music genre and why? My favorite music genre, I have like a lot of favorite music genres. Right now it's complextro, like EDM and all of that. I really like electronic dance music, but I also fancy myself a bit of like a rock ballad every now and then. How's Lee, RL? Bro sounds like a shy, slim dude. Well, I mean, RL, he's He's not that shy, I guess. I wouldn't say that he's shy. Lee, if you're watching this, confirm it for me, okay? One thing I can say though is that he's shorter than me. I'm very sorry if you were asked this before, but what are some of your motivations behind your music? Motivations behind my music, basically like my emotions, the hard stuff that I go through in life, and I don't know, random stuff. Sometimes I make songs about random stuff. Since Valentine's Day is tomorrow, what do you normally do? Got an animal you really like? What style or kind of clothes you like the most? And following up, you're 174 centimeters. Are clothes troublesome to get? Valentine's Day is just a normal day to me. I mean, I guess events on some like communities I like, I guess. Animal I really like parrots. Like I'm not exaggerating, or actually have to exaggerate like my enthusiasm for parrots, because like I literally can name like 80% of parrot species just because like I was way too into them when I was like 8 years old. But yeah, if I would have to say like my favorite species of parrot would probably be the Pacific parrotlet, because like they're really cute. Style or kind of clothes that I like, I like them simplistic. Like I like as simplistic as it can be, like, you know, like those bougie kind of stuff. But sometimes I also really like the ones that are like popping with color. Like I'm a huge fan of Decora. I like those like cutesy fashion with like a lot of pastel colors. The ones that like Kanjo from NSO wears. I don't know what style fashion that calls. And for my height, I'd say clothes are not as troublesome as people may think to get. Like, you know, you just like, for me, I just take the largest size because I like oversized clothes anyway. So, any tips on making a good chord progression? Well, you need a lot of theory for this, I suppose, or basically like just listen to a lot of songs and you'll understand like the common chord progressions that people use. Or maybe you could just like use a simple bass for your chords and like kind of like modulate a little bit to like kind of like find a progression that fits well with each other, I guess. I don't understand enough theory to instruct people on how to make a good progression because it's not something that I regard as formulaic. What plugins do you use? VST plugins, Zenology, Serum, I think Labs occasionally, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And about mixing plugins, I think I use a lot of OTT, Soothe 2, literally Fruity Parametric EQ, and some of the stock plugins as well, like the compressor and the multi-band compressor. And actually VSTs, sometimes I use other like VSTs as well, but like mostly they're stock, you know. Do you have someone you like? Well, if I have someone I like, I would probably not admit it anyways. Is love real? Yes, and I'm still trying to convince myself that it is real. What fandoms are you in? You mentioned that you're 15 years old. Do your guardians know about your music or YouTube channel? And how did they react? Do you think you're going to pursue music as a career? Who does your art? So what fandoms I'm in? Lately I haven't been into like fandom stuff as much as before, but I'm still like probably in those rhythm game fandoms. Like I still like Project Sekai. Oh yeah, a niche game, but I also really like Sayate Station, and I've been like digging up more media about it recently. And yes, my parents do know about my music and YouTube channel, and I'd say like the trust gradually built up, you know, if you know what I'm saying. And no, I don't think I'm going to pursue music as my career, although I probably will like pursue it as like my side job. And I do my own art. I draw everything in my videos. My profile picture is actually commissioned by my friend though. If you had to make music for a different genre of music than you already do, what would you pick? Shoegaze, especially shoegaze and dreamcore and all of like that heavy rock and guitar heavy stuff. Because the only thing that's keeping me away from doing those kinds of genre is owning a guitar myself. What is your thought process when making the titles of your songs? Do they correlate to anything or are they just randomly made? Thought process? What I'm feeling currently, like sometimes when I think of the titles for my songs, I actually listen to the track over and over again and try to like form a thought, and the title of that song would usually be the first thing that comes to my mind when I listen to them. Any possibilities for more merch, like any plush or pins? I love your music, by the way. Thank you. Merch for plush is really hard to make. I do think of like making makeshift stuff from time to time, but like it's really difficult. What is your favorite anime or TV show? Oh, this is Bochi the Rock. It's Bochi the Rock. What's your goal with your music? Basically, for me, it's to kind of like get my emotions out there somewhere, like have a medium where I could like express myself clearer. And for other people, I guess, we're just to kind of like make something that others can resonate with, something that can like evoke emotions in others as well. Would you be interested in work in the music part of an indie project? Oh yeah, definitely. It's just like the time issue for me, because like I'm really bad at scheduling stuff, but I definitely would like to like work in indie stuff. How do you properly pronounce amylase? Depends on how you want to pronounce it, like amylase. It's not really significant, I guess. Off topic, but what can you say about Vietnam? Is that like really good, or do you want to move somewhere else one day? And I said once in my IG that I would want to have my music in a game, but do I see it possible? Would I want to make more game soundtrack music? I think that Vietnam, yes, it is good. Like, I don't actually want to move somewhere else, actually. Like, I really want to live here, although my goals would be to study abroad. And I mean, I do see that my music being in games will be possible. Like, I don't want to get on my high horse or whatever, but I mean, why not? If you had immortality, the kind where you can't ever die even if you wanted to, and could choose someone else to make immortal as well, who would you pick and why? Man, this would be a hard question because I don't want anyone to like suffer that curse with me. If I could choose something else, I could. I would choose my cat or maybe my pet bird. When did you begin producing? How do you find balancing your academic life and hobbies? Producing, I began late grade 7. And second question, well, I don't think I'm the right person to ask. Have you considered putting your songs onto Newgrounds? Yes, I have. I mean, I just made a Newgrounds account like a few days ago. On a related note, have you played Geometry Dash? I cannot clear Polarized. Would you ever eat penguin meat, or do you think some animals are too cute to be food? Oh, I don't. I would never eat penguin meat, me personally. And yes, I kind of do think that some animals are too cute to be food. It's just that like we normalize the classic chicken, cow, and pig to be like dinner. So I guess so. If you could erase one musician from existence, who would you choose, and would you then steal their songs? No, I would never steal somebody's songs, but I don't know. Yeah, I would probably like erase one of those like AI musicians that nowadays pop up on social media or something. Yeah. Would you push a duck into a pond if it tried to bite you? Yes, of course, because ducks can swim and ponds are like their natural habitat, so why would I not? Also, I'm scared of things biting me. What's your favorite anime, manga, cheese, and song? My favorite anime is Bochi the Rock. My favorite cheese is Adam Cheese. My favorite manga is also Bochi the Rock. And song, I don't really have a favorite song. Is Vietnam a real place? Yes, it is very real. Have you listened to the Mocking Stars and or Vanish Your Horizon Scraper? I am afraid not yet, but I will look into them after this. Do you allow your music to be used in YouTube videos? Like if I make a Minecraft video, could I use one of your songs in it? Yes, of course. Like my music is like for everyone. Like just use it. Credit me if you're feeling nice, but just use it. Do you know the Muffin Man? Yes, he lives on Drury Lane. Wow, yes, that's like over 100 questions. Damn, that was a lot. Thank you so much for people that asked me in this Q&A session. And maybe I had to like leave out some for like personal reasons or probably like duration reasons as well. So I really apologize if that included one of your questions. But thank you so much for all your support and for being here. And with that, I'll say see you later.